Kirsten's going to break this. Next, we have our candidate for Congress, our next Congressman, Bob Gibbs.
Thanks, Tim. Campaign's going really well. We've been knocking on doors in all 16 counties, parades, town hall meetings. Spent a lot of time in Tuscarawas County, some of the bigger counties. We did some polling here almost a month ago, early in August, and it said we were a dead heat, 43-43, and he's got a lot more name ID than I got, so it's looking good. But I think what's really interesting in our polling is they ask questions about where you stand on about 15 different issues. And some of the issues were the cap and tax, stimulus, bailouts, and all that. And the intensity of opposition was 60 to 70% strongly opposed. And then the other just opposed on a few of those questions that went as high as 90%. So it's basically up the chart. So what the polling is telling us, what we need to do is get the message out where Zach's base has been voting. Also get my name ID out, and then I'm a viable candidate, and we're in good shape. And I obviously Zach realizes that because he's been attacking me every day at least once, sometimes more than once. He puts out a press release attacking me with mostly nonsense. And back in June, he spent just about $250,000 on Columbus Network TV blasting me with falsehoods, and we filed an election complaint. And just a week and a half ago, the Election Commission ruled that he lied, and our first mailer piece went out this week explaining that to the voters here in the 18th. So, got good, strong momentum. We're raising money. We haven't need to raise more money, but we are raising money, and so it's going well. And John, I just wanted to say there's another John Husted here if you didn't know. Okay. So now I know 3 John Husteds. But anyways, grab a yard sign or two. Whatever you need, we've got plenty. And if you haven't already done it, go to the website bobgibbsforcongress.com and sign up for our blast emails. We send them out once, twice or so a week, telling what's going on, press releases, and follow the campaign. But where I need your help is talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, your business acquaintances, church, whatever, how important this race is. Because if we don't win this race and take back Congress, this country's in trouble. The stakes are way too high. We can't keep borrowing and spending and think things are going to get better. And they're raising taxes and have more intrusive government. And what we need to do is restore confidence back in the economy and the private sector. And the good news is, when I meet with small business people all throughout this 16-county district, I'm finding out there's a lot of pent-up demand out there. But everybody's sitting on their hands because all the uncertainty coming on Washington, and they're afraid to invest in their businesses because they're scared to death of the future. And Washington has to send the right signals that we're moving forward on firmer economic ground. And I think the way you do that is 3 areas. First of all, you get the spending under control. We cut the deficit spending. We roll back these massive tax increases. And the third thing is we rein in the bureaucrats. They're out of hand. They're out of control, some of them. And Zach's base has voted to not control that the U.S. EPA is doing. And he's voted for the cap and tax, and he did vote for Obamacare. You know he can vote for Chrysler. And so he's put the massive tax increases in uncertainty. I've actually talked to business people that I've actually quit hiring just because of Obamacare, because of the uncertainty and all that. And so we don't pass more entitlement programs like Obamacare. We don't pass cap and tax and raise everybody's energy costs. And we get the spending under control and roll back the tax increases. I think this country is ready to take off because there's a lot of pent-up demand. But that has to be done. If we don't get that done, it's going to be a very different country, and one we're not going to like. And if it does come around, it erodes our freedoms in a roundabout way. And so that's why this election is so important. And there's a lot of races in play now, including this one, obviously. But we got to come out and vote. Your neighbors and everybody else come out and vote, and that's where I need your help. So great to see you all here today. I'll be around if you want to talk to me. Thanks.